What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Baby, this episode, according to them, season 5, episode 10, Preaching to the Liar. Okay. So we pick up where we left off last week about this whole situation with Destiny. Do she forgive Mel, or not necessarily forgive Mel, but do she think differently about the situation with her and Mel at the Love Madonna thing when Mel basically said, yeah, I did say hi Destiny. And then you know what? It sounded like, because at first I was like, maybe she sounded, she said it real low, but Kimmy was right there, and she said it at the same tone that she said Kimmy's name, or was talking to Kimmy. And so therefore, if Kimmy heard it, you probably heard it, but you just blocked it out because you were so pissed. So that's probably what Destiny is getting that confusion from about, not hearing Mel or whatever. Because of course she gonna say, because even though you say all that or whatever, it still wasn't, what it's supposed to be. It wasn't an audible, hey Destiny. I'm sitting here like, girl, she ain't have to say shit, to be honest. It'd have been rude as hell. It'd have been even more pettier than hell, for her not to say nothing. But girl, you pushing it, bitch. Because she really didn't have to. It just would have made her look extra bad if she did it, okay? But at the same time, I'm just like, Destiny, just let it go. Just let it go. And it took her cousin having to come in, because even, I think they asked Kimmy, did she hear her say Destiny, hi Destiny? And Kimmy was like, yeah, she did. She heard her. Okay. And so you got that. And then the cousin wanted to come through and recant the whole situation. Yeah, because I was right there, and it was just the way that your face looked, whatever, and I know stuff was going on, and you was mad because of this. But then when Mel came in, I just seen how your face looked and how it looked when Stormy was up in there too, or whatever, and it was just like you was already just ready to explode. So as soon as that situation happened, I just looked at your face, and you was like, poof. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I feel like was trying to be said was, yeah, you felt some type of way when Mel and Stormy came through, and you allowed yourself to just get too heated that you couldn't calm the fuck down. And so therefore you probably didn't hear what was said because your ass was fucking heated, and I saw you was about to explode and say some shit like she did when she walked out there and tried to call Mel out. I'm like, all right, so that's basically it. And when it came down to it, they agreed to disagree or whatever. And, what's her name? Stormy asking, are they cool? I said, what? What, Stormy? Are they cool? Are we good? Are we friends? Are we cool? No. And I was 100% with Mel when she said, we need to just let people be people, okay? We need to learn to be okay with just being cordial, saying hello to somebody, and keeping it moving. I don't have to be your friend. We don't have to fix things all the time. We don't have to keep talking about things over and over and over again. If things are fucked up, let it be fucked up, because in that moment, it's just not going to work. If we didn't went through all this other stuff, it is okay to not be cool with somebody again, okay? And that's just basically what it is, and that is what we've been saying. That is what the most of us who watch reality TV been saying when we looking at this, when we looking at Real Housewives. Like, quit putting them up in these goddamn situations where they have to come together and talk about the same thing over and over again to see if they can come back together and be friends. Let it be a reality show where in reality is really being shown, where, bitch, I could be cordial, but I'm not finna be cool with you again. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I said, can we get the hell on? Stormy said, yay me, I did it. I said, girl, you ain't do shit. She was like, listen, as long as Mel and Tisha, even though they ain't even had no, situation with each other, as long as they didn't fight each other, cuss each other out, I take that as a win. You know what I'm saying? And I said, what would have been had between Tisha and Destiny and Mel? And this is the thing that I'm talking about. Like, at the end of the day, Destiny is stuck in her ways, Tisha is stuck in her ways, and Mel is stuck in her way. And everybody is doing this stuff in the public light. Nobody wants to look like the person that needs to say, my bad, I apologize, I get where you coming from, I will do better, and I'm sorry, can I be your friend again? Nobody want to be up in that position. They don't want to look quote unquote weak or the one to have to bow down to the next person. So we're going to stand in the same place that we at. And if that's where y'all at, let them be there. Let them be there, okay? We don't need no more meetups, okay? We need some more organic shit. Meanwhile, you know, we get out of that, and I was just so glad that somebody had actually stopped to check in on Kimmy. Somebody said a negative comment about Kimmy putting this out here. I don't understand what's the issue. How do you find negativity about somebody putting their story out on a reality TV show when it comes to health issues, like real health issues, and she's a fucking nurse? Like, that's so damn dumb. I mean, we can be pissed and nitpick certain things, but, like, can we not? Can we not? This lady barely show emotions and shit on this fucking show, and she breaking down crying, and that is a problem. It's a fucking problem for somebody out there in the comment land. Y'all just nitpick everything. I just don't understand it. But anyway, you know, Mel had asked Kimmy, because she was like, she seen her. She was like, girl, you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'll be okay. I just don't want to say nothing just yet. And when I do, I'll let you know. Because, you know, Mel was being real concerned. And Kimmy really did appreciate that, you know. And I'm glad that at least out of one person, at least one person on the cast, Mel actually still liked from the original. And that's Kimmy. So, hey, it is what it is. Meanwhile, you know, she and Maurice, I guess the next day or whatever, was going to get to the doctor to get the biopsy, and I think they had to do it like in 2 separate spots or whatever. So, you know, they're dealing with that whole situation. And then you get Marceau and Tisha. Marceau said, listen, what the people don't know is your boy can be a little bit romantic. I said, define romance, because you just don't give. But okay, you could surprise me, you know. And so at this point, he said the kids our way. Where they at, I don't know. That's up to Tisha. Now, baby, I think I probably would have said some shit like that, and then that would have made me feel bad, because it's like, it's 6 o'clock and you don't know where your kids at. You know what I'm saying? That would have made me feel bad, but it made me chuckle a little bit. And he was like, Tisha, girl, why he got the... I said, I give you an E for effort, because this don't look natural to you. This don't look romantical to you, but I guess it's your version of romantic. And if your wife love it, that's all that it matters, because a mission accomplished on that front. But y'all saw how Maurice, what's his name, Marceau, got down on that floor. He was laying on his side trying to be cute or whatever. Yo, Tisha. Yo, Tisha. Look at your boy, you know. I said, huh? That's how it sounded in my ears when he was trying to say it. You know what I'm saying? When he was calling her downstairs. I was just like, no, okay. That's how he wish he would have came out like that, you know. And she was like, oh my God, is this me? What is this? I said, girl, it's a picnic, okay? It's a picnic. That's what's going on, you know. And girl, this sound like I said pick a nigga. Did I say that? No, I didn't, but I sure enough thought it right after the way I pronounced that shit. Didn't feel right. Y'all know the history. We need to find another word for it, okay? Nah, let me stop. But, Black History moment. Anyway, message. Yo, what was going on? She was like, oh my God, this for me. Girl, sit your ass down. She look cute, though. She look cute, though. A little pink and everything. Girl, so much length up in here. I was up in the fucking, putting clothes in the washing, and all that lint shit just started coming up. So now it's still like, oh my... Anyway, in a dryer, I should say. But, yeah, she come down there. They trying to be cute or whatever. You know, this is nice, babe. You did good, babe. I said, all right. You know, they get to talking about, oh, so you did this from Dr. Francis. You've been picking up on Dr. Francis. Girl, they start talking about that. And then they start talking about, I guess, you know, he's doing all of this stuff because he wants to hear her. He wants to apologize. He want to let her know that I see you. I messed up a little bit. Woo, woo, woo. And I said, oh, okay. Then we get back onto the couples therapy trip, you know, and Tisha was like, you know, it just made me realize that it got me to think about more of the 3 couples that was actually on the retreat with us. And babe, like, I just feel some type of way because it's like we, Tiffany and Lou was getting to know them. I felt like, you know, we got to know them a little bit more. Yeah, you know, I met up with Lou. I've been getting to know Lou. He cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I feel like? I feel like Dr. Francis actually was going a little bit too hard on Big Lou. You know, it was like everything that he said was wrong. And nobody else had the answer but him. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, I feel like he just, everything I say is wrong with him. And he's just the only one that had the answer and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, why are we talking about we having a little romantic thing? Why are we talking about some old shit? Y'all wait till now to talk about this. How long ago has it been since y'all been up in the cabinet? Baby, if you don't feed that cheese to her on that cracker, okay, you better eat that thing and give her a glass of wine, pour it in her mouth for, okay? And then lick the rest off her, the residue off her lips, okay? That's how you do that shit, bitch. I just gave y'all something, all right? You know what I'm saying? Cause anyway, I can't be giving away all the shit that I be doing. Damn, that when I give somebody, now they gonna know my moves and shit. I was like, you really finna do? Well, now I'm not, bitch. I mean, well, let me not do that. Because he was just talking and all this. So I said, why are we talking about some old shit? And why are we talking about another couple? Can we talk about each other? Can we get on the same page and be like, baby, I like looking into your eyes. I like looking at the glistening and everything. And they just sparkle. You know what I'm saying? I know we've been going through so much or whatever. But I just want to let you know that you mine's forever and a day. Okay, boo-boo? Let's do some that ain't nasty. Some sweet shit like that. That can lead to some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these other couples. Girl, y'all just needed something to talk about in the scene. That's what I felt like. So yeah, Marceau, he just, he said he wants another therapist. He do not want Dr. Francis because he feel like Dr. Francis is biased towards women. And he's he just, you know, a male, he don't give a fuck about men. That's what it is that he feel like. And he comes off as if he's making it seem like all masculinity is toxic. And I don't believe all I said, no, Marceau, that is not what Dr. Francis is doing. Now, do I feel like sometimes he can let him speak a little bit more? Yeah. But the reason why Marceau has a feeling about this and, you know, thinking that he coming off as if he's all pro-woman about the woman is because you don't like the fact that Dr. Francis be calling your ass out on your shit and nobody else do it the way that he does. That's all that it is. And no, he ain't saying, and we ain't saying that all masculinity is toxic because it is not. You just a toxic motherfucker. That's just what it is. But anyway, you know, he telling the criteria to Tisha for the type of different therapists to get, you know, and get somebody that understands, somebody that been through it, somebody that's, you know, can. I said, shut up. I said, I don't know why you are telling Tisha to get somebody knowing darn well you are not about to go look at them. You don't want to, you're not going to visit them. You're going to throw a fit. She'll probably have to surprise you again just to get you to go. But stop playing. But anyway, moving on from that, we get, like I said, also in that, you know, Tisha was telling him about they're about to do this period party, this company that's going to do like a period party situation because she has a couple of girls, I guess, in the little brown girls group that she's in, that she has her little organization that we've been saw like in the first season, I believe, which I don't understand how come that, see, all this fucking dumbass drama, we could have been seeing more so about your shit, Tisha, what you been doing, you know, but you don't never show us you working on shit, you know, you don't never show us nothing about you. It's all about Marceau and your mama. That's all that it is. See, there are so many opportunities that are being missed by a lot of people on reality TV when they get so settled in their ways, you know, after they get after that first two seasons, it's like they no longer real hungry like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? So like, girl, you could have been using this to pimp your stuff. Now did y'all hear, go back to the party at Stormy house when Destiny and them was sitting at that table, whatever, and then Stormy was like, you know, I got y'all some gifts. What you doing with some more gifts? I know it's not gonna be a canvas bag. I said, girl, something about that just irked me. I don't know, like Destiny irks me so much right now. I just don't get it. And I don't want to feel this way about this lady, okay? Because this lady ain't did nothing to me, you know? But she just really irksome. She just comes off very, very, like she has a sourpuss face. Okay, like it's always pissed off, or I'm always in my feelings or something like that. That's what it feels like when it comes to Destiny. But anyway, you know, so Tisha got to do that. Of course, Marceau don't want to do the period party thing, you know. Men don't want to know nothing about that, even though they should. Like Tisha said, I mean, Destiny was being raised by her daddy. He had to go get some tampons. That'd be so funny when I be seeing it on TV, how these dudes be acting when they be having to go to the go to the store and get some period pads or whatever, sanitary napkins or some tampons for their wife or their daughters. Oh, y'all act like it's a goddamn plague sometimes. Baby, just pick that package up. Everybody, it's life. We all bleed, okay? Y'all probably bleed a little bit too. So, you know, hey, cut yourself and there it is. We've all had blood come. I'm off subject. Let me shut it up. Because I was about to say some stupid shit. But anyway, girl, listen. I was just like, okay, cool. And of course, like I said earlier, Kimmy, she's going with Maurice to get the biopsy, you know, to see if it's cancerous in one place, cancerous in both places. Because she said it was in her breast and on top of her lymph node. And, you know, that's a dangerous place. So you got that going on. She's a little scared, and you know they just trying to hang in there and see what's happening. She said, "Listen, we can have the results back by the end of the week, or we can have it back hopefully the next day or so." Baby, that is one thing that I cannot stand. I cannot stand when you gotta go get a test done, and you know you gotta wait for them to say something, and you just. I just hate waiting. I want to know things right away. That's just how I am. As much as I wanted to see, and I'm here for the Kimmy stuff, like I just already said, you know, that it's educational, but I just felt like that scene went on a little bit too long, you know, for them just to be driving to the doctor. You got it out in the first part that, you know, y'all could have stopped it after that when you went on to the commercial break. You could have stopped it at there and ended it right there. But, yeah, they on the way to go to get the biopsy. And, you know, he said a prayer. And they do the normal talk of, you know, how they feel about it. And, you know, God is watching me and all this stuff. You know, that's just basically what was going on. Then we get to, all of a sudden, we see Destiny having a little photo shoot. And then Mel pop up. I said... Did I miss something at the party? The peace party? Did you say that you was gonna come? Did you invite her or whatever? I know y'all cleaned glasses or whatever, but damn, I didn't know it was like that. So basically, Destiny had reached out to Mel after that whole situation because she felt like, you know, the air had been cleared enough for us to actually come together and sit down and have a conversation. I said, okay, fine. To be honest, it probably needed to be said or whatever, but do we need to be rehashing? I understand you gotta go back to fix things or whatever, but I was with Mel. First of all, I ain't even gonna lie. It felt really, really good to actually see them two actually getting along and they kikiing and, you know, you gonna take a picture. Do I look like Big Bird? I gotta stop playing with my feathers. Nah, girl, I ain't finna take no pictures, bitch. My butt ain't that big. It's just the pants or whatever. Nah, girl, I wanna take no picture. No, put your leg out like this and then you do like that. See, that's the picture right there. I said, see, bitch. It could have all been so simple. We could have had that. We could have had that fun dynamic, baby. I was living for that whole moment right there. And then it went to, you know, let's take a break and let's go in the back and let's talk about all the shit that we already done talked about that I'm going to act like I don't understand. You know, she is upset at the fact that Mel came up in there and didn't basically bow down to her, get on her knees and grovel in her coming back to talk to her. And I'm sitting here like, so you expected a whole production or a whole soliloquy, a whole monologue like Stormy did just to say, you know, in your little public event, you feel some way about that and you just couldn't take the hey, Destiny, even though you claim you didn't hear it. My whole thing is this, Destiny. You asking too much of a person that you know already, okay? And you asking too much of anybody, bitch. Because ain't no way in hell. Why would I want to come there and try to fix things at your event? That's not what I do, okay? If you was really my friend and we had this big issue that you keep talking about from this person to this person to this person to this person about how much I wronged you, why the fuck would I want to come to your event in front of everybody and want to go ahead and bow down or, you know, admit my flaws and let's talk or whatever? No, we'll do that shit later, okay? Take the hello, because even though we haven't seen each other in a minute, I ain't even have to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, it's your event, you feel some type of way, but girl, you just hold your horses, okay? Just hold on, okay? Jesus. But we got that going on, and they get onto the whole situation back again of she didn't know that, you know, she had an issue with her. She's hearing from everybody else that she had an issue with her and all this stuff, and I didn't say this and I didn't come. I don't feel like rehashing that whole thing, because at the end of the day, it just feels as though, and I haven't even finished watching the episode, it just feels as though this is a waste of time. Because why are we still talking again about something that we talked about before it went on break in the last season? This whole shit that happened after the reunion 2 years ago, almost a year ago or so. Baby, who gives a fuck? And I was so here with Mel said, listen, bitch, you know, it ain't nothing that I really need to close on or talk about, because I'm past that. That was like a year ago. I put that to rest. I put that to bed. How can you be okay with putting that to bed or being closed on that when you ain't even talk about it, when you the one that did this and when you did that? I said, bitch, because it don't matter no more. That, I mean, sometimes you want to clear up a situation, you want to have closure, you want to clear your character, whatever, so people won't assassinate it. Because she was like you was going around lying and saying that I was lying on you, like you called me a master manipulator. I ain't never called you no master manipulator. Yes, you did. And they played the clip, bitch. I said, girl, you said that shit. I didn't even need the clip to be played. You said the shit, Mel, you did the shit. Y'all both was doing shit, okay? But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Baby, we ain't got to go through all this no more. You feel the way that you feel, I'm going to feel the way that I feel regardless. Even if I say, okay, I see your side, I'm still going to feel the way that I feel. So what is the point? We have not spoken to each other in a minute. We don't want to speak to each other. It's just so much going on. Why do we need to have this conversation? Let it the fuck go. Let it the fuck go and just be cordial. That's all it is. You don't talk about me, I won't talk about you. And that's it. That is it, okay? Because y'all doing too goddamn much, and I'm over it. Like, this show just is not giving me what I want, all right? Y'all need to go back to the goddamn organics of it all, because the shit is not working for me no more. I'm sorry for this little rant, but I just had to put it out there. I just had to put it out there. Yeah, I was feeling the same way too. So, you know, yeah, they going back and forth about who texts what, and this person did this person, and this person told me you need to go ahead. That whole shit about the whole social media, what's going on with that, this person didn't want to work with me, you didn't say this, you didn't say that. I honestly, I know it probably would have sound cold-hearted because Mel just really was sitting there like she didn't care about what was being said. And I know people probably going to find offense to it. But, and y'all know I usually call Mel out on whatever. I honestly agree with her, okay? And maybe it's because we've been looking at this for a few weeks and I know they've been living it. But I'm just the type of person where if I said what I said the first time, it ain't no take back. That's what I meant. Do I see a relationship going through with us? No. If I wanted one, we would have been hashed this out to the point where we would have said, I would have said I wanted one. But other than that, it happened so long ago. I'm so far removed from that. I'm past. I'm looking forward. I'm not looking back. I am not stuck in the past. So therefore, I think you need to move forward too. You know, I'm with Mel with that. I'm just so far removed, and I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here for none of this. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, bitch, what the fuck did you come? She said, girl, I just came here to make sure that we, you know, we can be in the same room together. We can be cool with each other to a certain extent. Well, not cool, but, you know, if I see you, I say hello, whatever, because I'm not that type of bitch that's just not going to say nothing, even if I don't like you or we not cool or whatever. Or I should say we not friends, you know. And at one point, I'm listening to the things that were being said, because Destiny, you know, she had even said, Mel, you still love me. You love me, Mel. And she was like, yeah, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I don't love a lot of things there's some things that I don't like about you, but I do love you. You know what I'm saying? I do sit here sometimes. I do think about the good times that we had, the memories, and Mel made sure to say, that's just what they are, memories. I said, well, you's a cold-hearted bitch, okay? It was just funny because I was just like, you know, and I say that jokingly because goddamn, Mel, she ain't giving up. She said, listen, bitch, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And you need to understand that I don't see it. It's just not going to happen. But whatever we had in the past, that's what we had in the past. I mean, we had some good times, but hey, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't no more. Okay? I said, oh, you know, Destiny understood. And she was talking, and as Destiny was talking about how they used to be and how she would have thought that they would have been Thelma and Louise minus the cliff jump and all that, the loyalty that I could have saw it too, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel like at this moment, and after looking at Mel while Destiny was talking about their relationship in the past and all that stuff, the good times, you know, them going through a divorce together, them being each other's support system, and that's what shit just kind of fucked up at right then and there. But, girl, I was just looking at Mel's body language, and I was like, yeah, she still loves Destiny. She's still, a part of her still want to be her friend. And at this particular moment, Mel can say that, you know, she is done with Destiny. We're just going to be, you know, if I see you, hey, that's it. But I got a feeling like if they were to get off of this show, like if this show was to go on a true hiatus for like a season, the next season they'll come back and they'll be cool, because a lot of this stuff is being heightened and dragged out because of the show, you know, and they could have been past the shit, but I still feel like they could possibly, it's a slight possibility that they can be cool again. I ain't gonna say by next season, maybe give it 2 seasons, you know, if this show's still on, but they're okay for right now. I said thank God, because I don't want to hear this shit no more. So, the end of the episode, oh my goodness, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I had to get myself together for a second now, because the end of the episode was kind of cute and sad at the same time. It was cute because, you know, the little party, the period party that Tisha wanted to put on for all the girls or whatever, the young girls, so that they can know. That was very great. And I wish that they had more stuff like this in a lot of the neighborhoods around here, especially the so-called urban community, the minority community, because like they were saying, a lot of these kids don't know nothing about their bodies, all right? They don't know about their cycles. They don't know about ejaculation. They don't know about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they need something like this for the boys, for the girls, so that they can know. I felt like it was very informative. At first, I was like, do you think they're giving them a little bit too much to understand? But they were sitting there listening. And them little girls had questions to ask and everything. And, you know, I was very much here for it. I said, good job, Tisha. That was really nice. Girl, because I don't know, did my mama sit down and talk to me about? Yeah, she did. She did. It wasn't that birds and the big. My mama was. So when you on your cycle, you about to have this signal that you can have babies, okay? And then we get into the sex talk, and then we get into the cycle talk and all that. Girl, it was one of those situations where I was like, can you hurry up? Because I figured out myself. But thank God she taught me, you know. But, you know, Tisha did say at one point she wanted the men to come, but then because there's some men that's out here, they need to know what they need to do to help their daughters out when, you know, or their wife going to the store, getting them pads, and, you know, what to happen if this happens or that happened or whatever. But she felt as though the girls would be more comfortable if they had questions to ask, and, you know, instead of doing it in front of the guy, their dads or whatever. So I said, okay, I get that point. That's cool. Tisha, you did a good job with the period party. But then let me tell you something. Now see, Kimmy, cause listen, bitch. On the way here, I had one critique. I said, girl, why you bring this shit up there to that lady? Why she up in there trying to be nice and fun and bubbly for her daughter? Okay, she got a job to do and a parenting thing to do right about now. And you gonna bring the bad news? Listen, don't nobody bring me no bad news. Let me tell you something. In this scene, girl, I ain't never cried on 11th Marriage Huntsville. But when Maurice came up in there and had to get Tisha up out of there, And then when Kimmy came up in there, and at first I was like, why are we telling her right here, right now, at this particular time? And I feel as though, because I know somebody's going to ask that, somebody's going to be like, oh, this is fake, this is, no. I feel as though, like she said, she's still trying to come to terms with it. She's still trying to process that. So she's probably on autopilot. She probably on autopilot and just like, let me go ahead and do this, do that, to somewhat get my mind off of it. But basically, what we found out is that Kimmy does have breast cancer. They said stage -3 breast cancer, one of the most aggressive forms of breast cancer. And y'all can correct me wrong. I know y'all gonna correct me if I was wrong about what I just said, but with the -3 or whatever. I said, girl, what? Mind you, I know somebody. The reason why this touched my heart so much is because and I've mentioned this person a few times, they're still dealing till this day with skin cancer. And the way that it has gone throughout their bodies and different surgeries that they had to go through, and the chemo and the being sick and having immunotherapy, which they're still continuing to go through. And it's been going on for over 5 years at this point. And it's like, wow, you know, people be living with this shit, trying to get their bodies right for so many years. And it's just so fucked up, depending on what stage it is. And she was like, you know, they caught it at a good stage. They caught it at stage 2. So she got it June 22nd. I said, Jesus. That is, I felt so bad, baby. I was sitting there, you know, when Kimmy started crying. When Tisha, first of all, and I was looking at Tisha. I said, Tisha, is you crying? Or is you just making a noise? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But I know somebody probably going to say that. But I feel like she was trying not to mess up her makeup, because later on you did see the tears coming down her face. And I do feel like she was genuinely, like, really just sad. Because who would have thought it? And then Tisha said she also dealt with somebody who lost a aunt who had breast cancer. And it's just not a fun thing. So I was just glad that, you know, Tisha was like, I will be there for you. We doing this together, whatever. And I said, now, Kimmy, why you tell this lady this? Now she got to go back up in there and she got to put on a fake face like she really feeling good. Baby, Ashley would have just... Don't tell me no bad news. Don't tell me no bad news about nobody that I care about, because, baby, do you want to see me fall out? You want to see me fall out? What? Baby, you would think I'm going for the goddamn Oscar, okay? Because that's just me. Listen, I'm not a crier like that, but you tell me some bad news and it's somebody that I care about, baby, these tears gonna flow real quick. I be having feelings sometimes too, you guys. But I was just like, oh. But that was the episode. That was the episode. I stretched this review out for whatever reason. Girl, y'all probably already know the reason. But anyway. Yum, yum, yum. I'll see y'all later. Peace.